Hi, I'm Igor Sandman. I'm a pixel artist and I make a pixel art piece every day. I follow Pixel Dailies on Twitter. You should if you don't already. The topic today is Strider. Let me put the picture so you can see it. I'm excited, I must say, because I love this character design. I don't know the game very well. I played it a little bit when I was a kid, the original, but not much. But I've always been impressed by the design. So it's going to be a great one. I'll try and get that pose. I'll try and reproduce that pose and change the proportions to match what I usually do. Let's see. I'll try and get the pose correct as soon as possible. You know what? I'll use a black background, like in my reference. It will make things easier. Trying to figure out what's in the back there. I will look up some other reference real quick. All right. Okay. Fine. I won't worry too much about that. Okay, I close my references. So I need to get the torso right. So the right shoulder is here in front, like this. I won't worry too much about the scarf for now. All right. This could work. Something like this. It's not dynamic enough. You know, something like this would probably work in my favor. Yeah? I don't know. Yeah, I think it is working. Probably the lower part of the leg is too short, right? I should probably get it a little longer. I will work on this one and then fix the other one. Problem is, I really like the other one. So what I should probably do is make this higher, like this. So then I can take the lower part like this. It's probably too much. Let's do this. Okay, I think it's working. Not sure about the knee itself. I want to try and push the angle like so. I think this is working. So now that I've got the basic shape of the character, I will go back to, I should probably get another reference and keep it, because I keep going back to it, because I don't have the legs here, so I want to get that. Get one here. I already used this one. See here, I've got the legs. I don't know if it's official or if it's a fan art. If it is, I'm sorry for the artist. I apologize if I'm using it. There you go. Alright, so I'm wondering, should I worry about the arm now or keep it for later? I'm tempted to keep it for later. I want to work on the face and the hair. By the way, I got a question on Reddit from Nagasaki Russ asking basically how to, well, he's having trouble with painting one object of a single color. I'm assuming what you meant was when you're painting a character like this, you have several parts you can paint. You can paint the hair in one color, then the face in another color, then the clothes in another color, and that's helping you separate things. Whereas if you had to paint the same character in one color, you would have trouble. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Well, you probably, if you are asking yourself that question, you probably reached a stepping stone in your learning, and it's quite an important. I guess it's going to be an important moment in your learning process, because what's holding you now is the understanding of volumes. Because when you paint different objects with different colors, you can focus on every object, and what you're actually doing is focusing on the silhouette, on the contour of the object. And it works because those objects are of separate colors, so you can create something that's very graphic and that works as a whole. But if you had to paint in one color, that wouldn't work because you cannot separate those. They would look like the same object. And to help you, I would recommend studying volumes. And I'm saying it's an important moment probably for you, because actually volume is the essence of painting, actually, you know. If you had to define painting on a technical level, it's exactly that. It's representing 3D volumes on a 2D canvas. So the way the way you see things in the real world, obviously things in the real world are 3D objects, right? It's not a breaking news, right? You know that. And when you paint, there are 2D objects. The reason why your brain perceives objects as 3D volumes is because of the way the light is hitting them. Light is creating areas of lighter tones and darker tones, and your brain understands that two objects are different, even though they could have the same silhouette. Let me show you something. Let's imagine this is a sphere and this is a disk. Your brain, in the real world, your brain would see the difference, because your brain is used to how the light is interacting with an object. Your brain knows how the light behaves on a sphere, and your brain knows that it's different on a plane, basically, on a disk. So this is without light, and I will add some light to show you. So the sphere, you would have something probably like this, doing this very quickly. Something like this. This is reading as a sphere. And this disk, it would look like this, you know. And once you understand that the only difference between these is the way light behaves on them. And if you start thinking of what you paint as 3D objects, as volumes, all of a sudden you can paint anything. I could paint this character with one color, you know, because I would describe this as a sphere, this as a box, these as tubes or deformed spheres. And it's helping me, if I can define these as 3D volumes, then the eye will understand what it's looking at. Of course, it's so essential to drawing that I cannot, I couldn't teach you how to do it just in this video. But as I already mentioned, I'm working on a series of video tutorials. When I do that, you probably will have something more useful to work with. These tutorials are intended to teach you just that. They will focus a lot on the basics, understanding the fundamentals. But what I can already knowing that now that you know that defining volume is your problem, it probably can already help you. You can try and think differently when you paint. What you can always do is try and practice painting simple objects like cubes. When you're painting a character, try to think of it as basic volumes. I'm not happy with how the air is turning out. I will keep it like this for now. I hope you find a way to understand volume. But one thing you can do is practice painting simple objects. Like you find a box in your house, you put it on you put it on your desk, and you try to reproduce the shape that you see, or the volume that you see with, I don't know, 3 colors. 3 colors are enough to draw a box, basically, because you can only see 3 faces of a box. And you pick one color for each, and depending on your light source, you will have plenty of 3 colors are enough. You can do something like this. I'm doing it real quick, but you can do something one side, then another one here, and then the lighter one. You see, you've got a basic box. And if you practice doing that in different angles, you will start to understand how light behaves on a cube. Then you can try with other primitive objects like spheres, tubes. And you're lucky because if you're into pixel art, you're lucky, because I'm not a very good painter, but pixel art is like painting easy mode. So a lot of things that I can't do in painting, I can get away with because pixel art is lower resolution, less colors, so it's much more easier. You get away with a lot. What can I do now? I kind of want to work on the flow of the the scarf. Thing like this, probably too long. Can probably do better. Well, this is already better. Alright, so I will work a little bit on the, you see, talking about volume, if you look here, you've got clear definition of what's in the light and what's in the shadow. This part is in the shadow, this part is in the light, and it's giving the impression of overlapping shapes and depth, and that's very important. So I will try and get the same kind of vibe going here and get this in the light like this. And this part I will leave it like that in the shadow. And then here, I will imagine that he is casting a shadow until here. So I'm doing this. And then the rest is in the shadow. It's probably not right. I should probably do this. And actually, maybe even that. And I will push it further to the left. Kind of like it like this. And that other one, I think I will start it over again. Or maybe I will just erase it and come back later if I feel that I need something there. It's distracting for now. And it was too straight. It was breaking the flow that I have on this one. Alright. I will work on the belt thing. I will make it white and then work on it. I kind of want to exaggerate it. Like so. And then come back. Something like this. Kind of like it. I will have to worry about the arm because it will come on top of it. I should probably worry about it now. So now we'll focus on the fingers to get that pose going. Now, something like this. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. And then you see, I'm when I look at, right now I'm working on the shoulder, okay? And I'm looking at this as if it was a sphere. Because the shoulder, especially when you stylize like here, it's a big sphere. So I'm not thinking of this as a 2D shape. I'm thinking of it as the sphere that I'm trying to represent. Something like this. This dot right here is left there because of to define a little bit the muscles. And this is probably more than enough. And then what do I need to do? Yeah, there is his white armband. And it's going to be a problem because I don't want it to compete with this, so I need to... That's why I cut a little bit here. Maybe I should do that to separate them more. Like this. This is nice. I want to get the shadow more obvious. Maybe I should try something like this. Kind of like it. Trying to get the end just right. I like it. It's looking good. Which is better? Probably like this. Alright, so I should get back to the air. I like this shape right now, but I would like to, I don't know if I should work on the little strands of hair, because it's part of the character, right? But right now it's working quite nicely. So I'm thinking maybe I should keep it as it is. This is more stylized. It reminds me of Zelda. I'm not sure which one I prefer. This one is cool, right? Kind of like it. Maybe I should keep his left eye more in the shadow like this. It's kind of nice. I like it. I'll keep it. And maybe I can try and exaggerate the eyebrows. I will do that on another layer so I don't screw up. I would like to try something like this. It's different, I don't know. No, I like it like this. Let's get rid of this layer. Alright, so now I will work on the hair, and again I need to focus on the volume. I know this is on top of a sphere, so it should probably be something like this. See? Something like that should work. And then I can define strands of hair inside, like this. It's kind of nice, but I need more than that. It's working. Alright, but I'm still thinking of the strands of hair that I wanted to add. And I'm pretty sure I will use another layer. I'm pretty sure I will break the shape if I try and do small strands of hair. Like I would love to get something going in front, but I would lose the face that is already pretty tight, right? There's a lot of thing going on here. I've got the eyes, every pixel counts here on the eye. I only have 2 pixels high to create the face because of the mask and the hair. So should probably not put any strand of hair in front like there is here, but maybe I can try something like this. Well, this is already nice, right? It's simple and it's working. Can maybe even push it further back, like so. Oh yeah, I'm on another layer. This is not working. Trying to find shape that work in my favor, but I don't think I can. Maybe this and darker. Yeah, that's working. Now just for the sake of it, I will add a little sheen to his eye, to his hair. So the light is coming from here. Well, basically up front, but slightly to the left and slightly to the front. So highlights should be somewhere here and here. Let's try and make it more obvious, see what I get. Nah, it's not working. I should put it below and maybe use this. Let's try something else. I will try various shapes to try and get something that works. Or maybe just a dot. Oh shit, I flattened my layer by accident. It's okay. I must have hit Control E by accident. It happens. What was I doing? Yeah, I was trying to get a sheen on the hair, so I'll go back to that. Another thing I can try, so now I'm on another layer, so I can try create these things. Something like this. I flattened again. Can I keep that? I'm not sure. Sort of, I guess. Yeah, maybe like this. I'm not a big fan of isolated pixels, but I'll keep it for now, okay? So what else do I need to work on? I need to work on the light for the... I need a darker color than that, because I don't want it to compete with this. And then the leg is going to be, I will light it with this. Something like this. Kind of like it. Should push this lower. I think I should work a little bit differently on this. I think I should get this kind of shape going. No? What I have here is a little bit, it looks like the leg is dead, you know what I mean? It looks like it's just laying there. I need to find a way to get this look more dynamic. But to do that, I need to do something like this, and it's not really what I want unless I bring it back. Actually, it's kind of working. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I get this more into the shadow, like this. It should be in the light. If I want it to be correct, I need to bring that into the light, but it's creating a weird pattern, weird shape. That's not really working for me. Unless I do this. That's probably better, right? All right. The shoulder need a little bit of work. Like, I'll make it simple. Like so. It's more than enough. I can try and bring some highlights to the shoulder. Is this color? Yeah, so do I have lighter than that? This one? It's almost white. Or maybe I should just go for white. It's a nice character. I think it's working okay. Turned out cool. I'm not sure I should make the blade. It's kind of a symbol of the character, so I should probably do it, but I will try something on this. I will try to shift it more towards warmer colors. If I can. Not sure it's going to work, but let's try. I want to try and differentiate it from the rest, but it was probably working better like this. Is this blue? Oh no, that's why it wasn't working. Okay. I was using the purple instead of the blue. Now it's different. It's different from the rest. Kind of like it. It's cool. So, you know what? I was thinking about the blade, and one thing I can do is put the blade behind here. So let's see what I do with these reflection. Maybe if I shift them like this, I can just keep them like that. And on another layer, I will try something with the blade. So let's see, it's red with metallic outline. So I'll just do it. Should I make it very fat blade or more discreet like this? All right. I'm eyeballing this, so it might not be correct, but it's nice. I can push the blue a little bit here and there. I'm wondering if I need the hand on the other side. Like this. If I do that, I will need to differentiate it from something like this. I don't want it to compete with this pixel. It's just one pixel, but it would be too bad to lose it. It's kind of nice. So how can I make this work for me? I want to get the impression of metal. So a little bit of shadow. And then the highlight will sell it, I guess. I just do that. Yeah, I guess it's okay. With the blade like that, I have the feeling that the composition is a bit off. And I was oh yeah, I'm painting on another layer. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe I can try and get the sword sort of upside down. In terms of composition, this would work better. You see? It's working better in terms of composition, so I will reverse my lighting. I'm sure in the long run it's going to be better. But now this whole red thing is actually in the shadow, so I should push that idea and keep this in the darkness like so. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so can I, now that the end is a little bit further, I can try and push the shape. I don't know, kind of like it in the shadow like this. I'm looking at my own hand to try and get the shape correct. Can I indicate the thumb? Yeah, this is working. I want to keep it simple and don't want to add too much detail in there. Alright, so the last thing I'm not sure about is this part. I'm still not convinced. I need to try something about it. I will flatten and maybe duplicate the whole thing and try something new here. Alright, so what could be the solution to my problem? It's actually better like this, right? I shouldn't even worry about the details, because if I do, I will weaken the or maybe this. And here, actually, if I get rid of this here, it will help sell this side. Something like this. Yeah, I like it better like this. Let's get rid of the old one. Now, should I add a shadow? I will try on a new layer. Obviously, I'm on a black background, so my shadow will be lighter than the background. But maybe I can try with my darkest purple. It's kind of dramatic. I will try again. I kind of like the idea, but I need to get the right shape. Kind of nice, right? It's very dynamic. I like how, oops, that's not what I meant to do. I forgot I was on a new layer. I kind of like how everything is pointing in. It's very dynamic. It's an arrow. The whole illustration is an arrow. And I like it. I'll try and get the ends more defined. I'll push the shadows. This is much better. Now we can read the fingers. I kind of like it. I'm pushing the contrast. I like it. It's nice. I'm quite happy with the result. No, it's more graphic like this. One last thing I can do, again on a duplicate layer, I want to get this flow more accurate. I'll redo it. Is this better? Not sure. This is better. You see what this is doing for me is, how to explain this? I'm trying to get every element of the picture to point towards the center of interest. In this instance, it's the face of the character. So that's why I like the sword in this direction. So it's pointing toward the face. And then earlier I had this going all the way to here and kind of leading the eye away from the character. The eye was doing something like this, then going off the picture. And now I got it to loop back to the face. Same with this. It's kind of creating a curve that is leading to the face. So yeah, I'm happy with the character. Oh, I'm on the background. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm happy with the results. It's a good one. All right, guys. Thanks again for all your comments and feedback and the question that you ask me every day. It helps me find things to talk about in my videos. So if you have more you want me to talk about, leave a comment down below or come talk to me on your social media of choice. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.